Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to get into this Canva balloon mock-up so you can use these when you're booking your next event. First thing you'll want to do is to get a Canva account. You can get a free one, absolutely free, or you can have a paid one. I'm going to use the paid one, but I'll show you some free elements as well. Then you're going to go to any page, just make a blank page and start with finding a background of your choice. Try to use a background that mimics the venue you'll be setting up in, or you can use a completely blank slate or a neutral background so it fits any setting. Once you do that, you're going to want to start to build your balloon clusters. Yes, build your clusters exactly how you would do it in real life, except this is the digital version. This is the free way. Get a circle frame. These are called frames. Anytime you see this, get the circle one because it's in the shape of a balloon. Find the balloon color you really want off of the internet. So you can copy and paste a Qualitex balloon in this color pink and drop it into the frame. Then just resize it so that it looks like a balloon, that the frame is filled out, and there you have it. It looks like a balloon and it's the exact color as the brand you're using. Or you can use Canva's built-in balloon spheres. They're called 3D spheres. That's what you want to look for. You're going to want to type in 3D sphere in the search bar and these will come up, and this is a paid feature, but it's well worth it. They have a ton of colors. As you can see, the Canva pink is almost identical to the Qualitex pink, so they virtually have every color that you could need. Then you want to work on your backdrop. So again, you can copy and paste your backdrop from a random picture you get off of the internet. If you're not using these commercially, you're just using them for yourself or for a client, I think it's fair use, but don't quote me on that. Anyways, and then you want to use the background remover feature. Now this is a paid feature. You don't have to use this, but it makes it look more clean. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to pick my colors. Let's do black. I think we want to do black, gold, and maybe a cream. That way it matches this gold shimmer wall without contrasting too much. But unfortunately, Canva does not have a cream 3D sphere, so I'm going to use the frame method that I showed you all before. I'm going to get a frame, then I'm going to find the balloon color I want. We'll do this cashmere. I'm going to drop it into my frame to make the exact creamish color that I want. So now let's start making our clusters. You're just going to take three balloons because this is one-dimensional. So, we're not going to have to, you don't have to actually put 6 or 8. Put them together in a little trio just like that. Then you want to use your mouse to select and group the 3 together. Right-click and hit the group button. And that's going to put the 3 balloons together so you can move them together instead of moving them one at a time. So once you have them together in a group, just Control-C, Control-V for copy and paste, and just start to build up your garland just like how you would in real life. Use your judgment to see what looks good. Like, how would it look if this was real? Like, how would you be doing it if you were doing a real setup? You would make sure it's looking legit. So you're just going to do the same thing here. Now that I did the 11-inch clusters, I'm going to add in a single sphere or a ball to make my 18-inch large balloons that you'll see sticking out of garlands, right? Mess around with it a little bit, move the balloons around, make sure it looks good until you find the right one. I mean, it can be a lot of work, so you may get tired. I would say if you start to get tired, take a break and come back to it. You're going to use your same clusters of 3, your digital clusters of 3, and just make it smaller. Okay, so just scale it down, copy and paste to make your mini cluster, and you'll just fill those in how you would do on a regular garland, in the little gaps and spaces just to make it look cute. And I'm also going to show you how to do these garland chains that are so popular and so cute. So instead of a cluster of 3, you're going to do a cluster of 2. And then right beneath it, put another 2, and then until you have 4 in a row, and then copy and paste the 4 until you form a chain. And you see, I'm just trying to move this around so it can look like it's hugging the curve of the balloon. And then I realized they look a little bit small, a little bit too small, like 2 inches instead of 5. So I'm just enlarging them. And then I copy and paste that as a group and put it wherever else I want it, but then ungroup to move the individual pairs. Just doing a little bit more filling with the 5-inch clusters, with the white and the black. Making sure I have a complete look. Next, you can add in your florals. So you can just search for florals in the element section or the photo section, whatever you're looking for. So type in dried palm leaves, pampas grass, hydrangeas, roses, monstera leaves, ferns, whatever you're going for. The element version is more like a cartoonish version, but can still look good from afar. The photo version is actually a real life photo, but sometimes it has a background. So just pick the one that works best for what you're going for. You can send them to the back so they'll be behind the balloons, or just right click send backwards so they can go back in layers. And then I'm just gonna play around and see which florals I really like and add those in. At the top here, I'm gonna make a floral arrangement. They do have floral arrangements already made in the elements section, but I just want to make one because I don't know, just to kind of show you all how that's done. And this can be done so many different ways. I'm getting a little bit tired. I didn't do it as nice as I wanted to, but I'm just trying to give you a general idea. But it's still looking a little bit plain for me, so I'm gonna add a chair. I'm gonna do the same thing as the shimmer wall and find a random love seat that I like that represents one that I might already have, copy and paste, remove the background, and just put it in place. Then I'm going to find an arch. So this arch is pre-filled, which means I can't change the color. So it's not what I'm looking for. I want to change the color. So what I'm going to do is I'll use a frame instead. So back to our frames. It's just like the circle frame, right? You see the clouds and grass. That's how you know it's a frame. I'm going to look for an arch. So I want to do this in black. So I'm going to find some type of black texture I like and just put the black into the frame the same way you did the balloon, and that's going to add that color, whatever color you choose, whatever texture, into that frame. But the black on black doesn't look right to me, so I want to change the sofa color to a cream to match the balloon. So we'll do the same thing, copy, paste, remove background, adjust, and just make that love seat look how I would like it to look. And last but not least, we're going to do our LED sign, which is just representative of the LED sign. You can copy and paste one if you want and remove background, but I'm just going to use these glow letters because it gives the same effect. So this is the final look. This was a really basic mock-up tutorial. Just wanted to show the technique. I know it went a little bit fast, so if you'd like to see a more slowed down version or a detailed version of each element, just let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to make another video. And make sure you subscribe so you know when the next one drops.